You ever watch someone scream into a phone so loud and fake? You just stand there wondering if you're on a hidden camera show. That was me, arms crossed, standing on my own ranch while this woman, Patricia Gaines, called 911 to report me for trespassing. Said I was armed. Said I was dangerous. She was pointing right at me. What she didn't know, what made this whole thing so ridiculous, is that I'm a retired police chief. 35 years of service. Never once got written up. Built this place with my own hands when I retired. 20 acres out past the Wildflower Creek HOA line, legally mine since '79. But Patricia, she'd only been HOA president 3 months and thought she owned the entire desert. Now I tried to be polite. I figured maybe it was just a mix-up, some overzealous new president marking territory. But this woman, she didn't want to run a community. She wanted to rule a kingdom. It started with letters violations for not planting HOA-approved flowers, which was hilarious since my property ain't even part of their community. Then came the clipboard inspections, drones buzzing overhead, even a warning taped to my fence for unauthorized family events. You know what that means. I threw a birthday party for my grandkid and set up a bounce house. The drone nearly made my granddaughter cry. My horse panicked, nearly tore through the fence. That was the last straw. I installed cameras, real ones. Motion sensors, solar-powered, all of it back to the cloud. And I carved a sign, private property, not HOA land. I thought that'd be the end of it. But Patricia wasn't done. That morning, she screamed into her phone, waving like I was a fugitive. A few minutes later, 3 squad cars roll up. Sirens, guns out. I stood still, raised my hand slow, gave the lead officer a look, one he recognized. I said, calm as can be, "You might want to check that gate, son. You're on my land." Then we heard it. A shot sharp and sudden. From the barn, my stallion Buckshot stumbled out, blood dripping down his leg. Someone had shot my horse. I called my old partner, Nate Granger. He's with the State Criminal Investigations Bureau now. He showed up, took one look, and said, "This wasn't random." The vet confirmed it, .22 caliber grays. The cameras showed a figure in an HOA windbreaker hiding by the tree line. Then came Paul Carter, HOA secretary. Young guy, always looked nervous around Patricia. That night, he shows up with a white envelope. Inside were printed emails, meeting minutes, and a list. A hit list of properties the HOA wanted to reclaim. Mine was first. And just when I thought it couldn't get uglier, the side barn caught fire. Flames, fast and angry. Me and Nate barely got it under control before it spread to the house. There was a gas can left behind. Deliberate. No doubt about it. Next morning, I find a banner across my gate. "You were warned." Big red letters. Black stick figure on fire. I called in the FBI. Taylor Dean showed up cold-eyed, no nonsense. Said she's dealt with dirty city councils and crooked developers, but this was something else. She found a shell company, Mesa Valley Holdings, funneling money to the HOA. It all pointed back to a developer named Ethan Graves. His plan: build luxury homes on my land, and Patricia was helping clear the way. And then came the attack. My cameras caught 4 men, tactical vests, rifles, creeping through the tree line. Me and Nate held them off. I got one in the leg. Nate hit another in the shoulder. The rest took off when the feds rolled in like thunder. That's when we knew it wasn't HOA drama anymore. It was war. They wanted me gone, burned out, shut up, erased. But I wasn't going anywhere. Graves tried to flee. Got arrested boarding a jet out of Scottsdale. Patricia was cuffed the same day, still shouting about community harmony while the FBI walked her off her porch. HOA treasurer flipped, started singing like a bird. Whole board resigned by sunset. But even after all that, they slid a note under my door. "It's not over, Chief." Taylor traced payments from the HOA to an ex-con. Sam Mercer, arsonist, had blueprints of my home security layout, even power grid notes. They were planning a full-on home invasion, and that's when I stopped sleeping, not because I was scared, but because I knew I couldn't afford to let my guard down. I sat on the porch every night, Beretta on my lap, watching, waiting. And sure enough, one night, they came again. 4 men armed, moving fast. They cut the power, took out the cameras, thought they could catch us blind. But I was ready. Me, Nate, and Taylor's team, we fought back hard, sent 2 of them running, took the other 2 down. Next morning, the news broke. Nationwide headlines: retired police chief defends ranch from HOA-linked assault team. The DOJ launched a task force. HOA corruption investigations opened in 6 more states. And the best part, they dissolved the Wildflower Creek HOA. Gone. Patricia's little empire flattened. Paul helped build a new committee, voluntary, no fines, no bull. They named the East Trail Wallace Way. Folks started dropping by again, bringing pie. Shaking hands, asking how they could help. Someone handed me a mug that read, "Not under your HOA." I sipped coffee from it as the sun rose over my land. Buckshot's leg was healing. My grandkids ran around barefoot in the field, and for the first time in months, the air was still. But let me tell you something. You don't fight a war like this without scars. I still flinch when I hear metal against wood. Still double-check every lock, every 8. But I won't ever apologize for protecting what's mine. This ranch, this land ain't for sale. Not now, not ever. And now I want to hear from you. Ever dealt with an HOA nightmare? One that made you question everything? Drop your story in the comments. Tell me what you did. What you wish you'd done. Because I promise you this, there's more of us out there. Folks who won't back down. And if this story fired you up, do me a favor. Like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Because we're not done. Not by a long shot.